Alrighty guys, what is going on, and welcome back here to another live stream, my friends. We are here for some personal forecasts for you all today. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is doing alright out there. And obviously, we're glad to see that this ice storm and all that crazy mess we dealt with here over the last few days is finally over. We're actually in a pretty clear pattern here for right now. We got some high pressure building into the central country, which is overall pretty nice here for the most part. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and see who is here for today. We have ourselves Crystal Miller. What's up, Crystal? Hope you're doing good. We have Caden. We have Time to Kill as well. What's up, you guys? Hope everyone is doing all right here for today. Now, let's go ahead and get right on into it, my friends, and we'll talk about what's going on here. But like I said, obviously, yeah, today we're going to be doing personal forecasts here for you guys. Obviously, for the people who, want to see what's going on in their local region and everything like that. So we're going to be live here for a little bit today. So, like I said, at any time, if you guys have any forecasts, if you guys want us to take a look at any specific location, then, like I said, just tag down a zip code, and we'll pull up that zip code, and we'll show you the models, and we'll show you the forecast in terms of everything what you can possibly expect here over the next little bit. But once again, I'm glad to have everybody here for today. Hope everyone is doing all right. Now, like I said, we were taking a look here at we were actually doing a live stream yesterday on the crazy snow squalls. There's a little bit of snow shower possibility still behind this, which I'm actually gonna turn down the weather radio for a second. Hold on a sec. It's a little loud there. Anyways, but like I was saying, there's still a little bit of snow shower activity happening here across portions of the northeast, in which we are, we're keeping an eye out here for, but really is not expected to do anything crazy. Honestly, it's expected to remain pretty much, just a few little snow showers, but nothing more than, really nothing more than that, everybody. Now, across the northwest, that's a different story. We actually have ourselves some moisture starting to move in across portions here of the northwestern side here. Let's see, Proxy with a $50 tip. Holy cow. Proxy. What's up, Proxy? Hope we're doing good. Thank you so much, saying thanks in advance for the informative stream and personal forecast. Proxy, no problem, but thank you. Seriously, that is super, super nice of you, Proxy. Huge shout out, as always, goes to you. Thank you seriously so much for that. Thank you for supporting the stream. You absolutely rock, Proxy. Thank you so much for that. Like I said, I mean, if there's anything that we can do for y'all, We'll obviously do personal forecasts here for you. Let's see here. Caden's here saying, can I check out 51250? So 51250 across portions here of, let's see here. This is for portions of Sioux Center, Iowa. Basically right here in northwestern Iowa here, basically far northwestern side. So, like I was saying before, we are seeing that high pressure that's actually building in across the region, which is obviously leading to some pretty overall decent conditions. Nothing bad. Now, for your specific area here, we're gonna actually go ahead and switch on over here towards the region. Let's see here, Proxy again with another donation. Proxy, thank you. Seriously, that is super nice of you. Dude, I seriously, Proxy, thank you. That is super sweet of you. Saying happy Friday, everybody. Time for Andrew's helpful forecast. As always, my friends. Once again, Proxy, seriously, everybody give Proxy a huge thank you for all the support. That is super nice of you. But yeah, so anyways, for you, Caden, like I said, obviously regarding tonight, with the temperatures, we'll take a look at all that fun stuff for you, which we'll do that right now. So over here towards your region, like I said, obviously you're basically in, northwestern Iowa, essentially, which is, you're kind of towards Lamar's area. So obviously the temperatures are going to be getting pretty daggone chilly for you tonight, possibly down into, the single, or near the single digits, I should say. It was probably in the lower 10s is kind of what we're talking about here. Proxy also gifting 10 memberships. Oh my gosh, Proxy. Dude, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, you seriously are the best. Holy cow, Proxy. That is super nice of you. Now, when it comes to rainfall, not really expecting anything there. Snowfall, nothing either over the next 2 days, essentially. Maximum wind gusts. Actually, the winds could be pretty gusty here. Maybe 25 to 35 miles an hour. Proxy once again. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That is just crazy. That is just absolutely crazy here. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at here for you. Tomorrow, maximum temperatures, you're just barely going to break freezing, essentially. You're going to be right there towards that freezing point. But overall, that's kind of what we're talking about. You know, that is kind of what we are seeing here. So obviously, that is what we can expect here. Maybe just, you know, temperatures just getting near freezing there. But anyways, next up, we have ourselves Storm. Wants me to take a look here. Can you check the zip code 29841? Absolutely. So 29841 across portions here of, this is for North Augusta, is that correct? For areas of North, or what is this? No, this is South Carolina. Okay, this is right there on the border between South Carolina and Georgia. Right there in Augusta. Okay, so for tonight, temperatures are going to be, like I said, temperatures are indeed going to be in the freezing zone. Obviously, maybe slightly below freezing in the forecast here. Precipitation over the next 48 hours. We just seen that bit of rain move through. Obviously, that's said and done. That's good news. That's out of the way. We don't got to worry about any more rainfall. So over the next 2 days, it is going to be relatively dry for the most part. No rain, no snow, no ice, which is good. But your wind gusts here, you know, they could get, you know, pretty breezy. I wouldn't say they're going to be really gusty or anything, but they possibly could get up to maybe 15 miles an hour here regarding such. But overall, that's kind of what we're talking about. So pretty dry here, or at least over the next little bit. We take a look at the models. We're going to do that. We're going to start doing that for people. We're going to start taking a look at, you know, like the NAM 3-kilometer model just to get a reference on things. Now, according to things, there might be a little bit of precipitation here for like February 5th. Maybe for like early morning hours. Could be possible. But like I said, I really wouldn't trust that too much. It looks like a lot of thunderstorm activity starting to kick off here towards Florida. We got a bit of northwesterlies starting to move all these storms in towards Florida here. Anyways, but yeah, it looks possible. You know, it definitely looks possible here. Let's see here, but that's for you. Let's see here. Yeah, 32 degrees might sound cold for a lot of people, but it's been like negative 20 here lately in Iowa. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy, huh? Okay, just thank you, no problem. Let's see, Proxy says, please, or take a look at 44132, please, Andrew. Of course, Proxy. You know, honestly, from all the support that you've done to us, you could give me 100 zip codes and I would do them for you. Honestly, like, you have no idea how much your support has helped us on the channel and helped everybody out here. So, if there's anything I can do for you, Proxy, I mean, seriously, I would do it. You know? But anyways, but here for you, my friend, we're going to take a look here up in, you know, the region. And also, Proxy, if there's a specific thing you want me to look at, let me know. Like I said, if you want to look at, like, you know, temperatures or, you know, winds or something like that for a certain day, let me know, and I'll definitely do that for you. Anyways, but we move over here towards your location there, Proxy. So when it comes to things, temperatures tonight, very, very cold. We're talking around, you know, the upper, or the lower 10s here. You know, the lower 10s is going to be pretty cold, kind of showing around 12 degrees in Cleveland. Kind of around, you know, what is expected here. Tomorrow's maximum temperatures, it looks like you will be breaking freezing, which is good. Tomorrow night, getting down just to freezing, not as cold as obviously tonight. So tonight is going to be pretty daggone cold for you. Precipitation over the next 48 hours. Apparently, there's a possibility now, I'm going to say this. There's a possibility we could see maybe a few snow showers happening there. Let's see, currently very light snow. Okay, it was base temp of 14 degrees. Thanks, no problem. Well, actually, I see that. So, Proxy, yeah, so those snow showers are probably going to happen for the next few hours, and they'll probably be over here, I'd say, probably a little after midnight. Maybe just on and off snow showers could be possible. Like I said, we had that little Arctic frontal system moving through. That's why it's getting so daggone cold across those regions. But yeah, so obviously a little bit of snow shower activity could be possible. Snow accumulations, I mean, light accumulations could be possible. I mean, honestly, this is kind of showing around a half an inch, maybe some areas towards an inch. Honestly, it really just depends on each individual snow shower that hits you and how heavy it comes down. Very, very difficult to forecast, you know, accumulations with snow showers. So I'm going to say it's possible up to a dusting, essentially. No ice in the forecast for you, and those wind gusts are actually, I mean, they're pretty breezy. I'd say probably 15 to 25 miles an hour for the most part. So overall, they're pretty breezy, you know, essentially. They definitely are. So look out for that, my friend. And once again, like I said, Proxy, if there's anything else I can do for you, let me know. So we take a look over here towards the, the future radar here. You can see there's a few little pop-up snow showers here, kind of around, around right about now, essentially. But eventually this will all be moving out. But look at that. Look over here towards the, you know what? I just realized I was not even on there. There you go. We'll move back over here for you, proxy. Let's say right there, northeastern Ohio. We're seeing a lot of the, snow showers continuing for this evening. Late afternoon, early evening here. But look at all that stuff that's happening right here off the coast, which is really, really interesting. It's a big old streak of snow, which is pretty crazy. But anyways, but that's that. Let's see here. I have a lot of family in 60120. We'll take a look at that. So 60120. Cross portions here of Illinois. This is essentially, this is far. Okay, this is towards Chicago. Yeah, this is actually not far from Chicago. It's a little bit to the left of Chicago here, but let's take a look at it. Like I said, right here for Elgin. Apparently that's how you say it. Now, first off, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. It's looking pretty gusty over there. As you can see, we're probably talking, up to 30-mile-an-hour winds, which, like I said, obviously it's probably gonna be pretty gusty out there. Temps tonight, you guessed it, very cold. Into I'd say the lower single digits and perhaps near zero. Theoretically could be possible. Since you're west of Chicago, that little purple you see there, that's all in the negative. That's actually around -1, around -1 degrees. So I'm going to say it's possible we could see like lower single digits, maybe near zero. Could theoretically be possible. Maximum temperatures tomorrow will be breaking freezing though. So it's going to be warming up a bit. Then the night after that, it's going to be, just a little bit below freezing, but overall not too bad. Nothing compared to what we're expecting here tonight. Like I said, tonight it's just absolutely crazy. We're expecting some very cold temperatures across a lot of the areas in the country here. It's supposed to get very, 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 very cold, essentially. Precipitation over the next little bit, not expected to really do anything, so you're good. No snow, no ice, no rain. And yeah, like I said, once again, those winds there potentially could get pretty gusty. So that might be something that your family needs to watch out here for. We take a look here over by the, basically the NAM 3-kilometer model. Like I said, obviously as just a reference, a future radar reference of what we might be able to see here. Like I said, right there towards Chicago, you can see that little high pressure symbol there. Like I said, high pressure typically brings, actually pretty nice conditions, mostly sunny skies, in which I'm actually seeing here right now in Kentucky from the high pressure that's building over us. But like I said, that's going to last here for a little bit. But overall, nothing is on the horizon here for the next 3 days. So you should be pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, the only thing you just got to be watching out for is those cold temperatures tonight. But other than that, after tonight, it should be warming up a bit. Anyways, let's see here. Proxy says, thank you so much, Andrew. Hey, no problem, Proxy. Thank you, honestly, for everything. Seriously, Proxy. Big, huge shout-out goes to you. I didn't go to church Sunday, but I've gone to school every day because it's not terrible, and thank you. Okay. Haley says, hi, Andrew. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good, Haley. Hope you're doing good as well. That's anticyclonic high pressure. A high pressure system is anticyclonic. It means it spins clockwise. But yeah, Time says, thank you, Andrew. Hey, no problem. No problem at all. And like I said, once again, if there's any specific area, guys, that you want me to take a look at, if there's a specific part of the country, like I said, we only do this exclusively to the mainland U.S. because, like I said, obviously, our models don't go out anywhere else in the world, essentially. But like I said, seriously, if there's a specific location, throw down a zip code. We'll let you all know, and we'll get you where you need to go here with the forecast and everything like that. Just as a little reference here, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the national temperatures tonight. You guys are about to be blown away. This is going to be seriously disgusting, essentially. Look at this. So here, okay, so right across this region, I'm going to draw this line here, okay? So this line right here is representing the temperatures 0 degrees and below. So there you go. That's our 0 degree marker. So everything in here, this is all below 0. And then our freezing point is going to be all the way down to the coastal Gulf of Mexico areas. Right there in the coastal Gulf areas, which is crazy. But like I said, obviously, you know, the temperatures is going to be well below freezing across a lot of the country here tonight. But like I said, really it's the northeast. It's really the northeast that really has me questioned, I guess. Like I said, we take a look here over at the northeast, and I mean, look at this. The temperatures in the forecast are talking to get around a -20 to near -30. Actually, there is a spot right here that says -30 in the forecast. -30. Once again, this is not wind chills. This is just your straight up temperature outside for the morning of tomorrow. Like I said, the coldest time of the day is just before sunrise. Just before sunrise. Which is around 6, 7 o'clock. That's kind of the coldest time of the day. With the hottest time of the day kind of being around 3, 4 o'clock, essentially. But like I said, I mean, honestly, though, it's just really crazy to see just how cold it's possibly going to get here. And on top of that, just FYI, there's a lot of strong winds with it, too. So you can only imagine those wind chills. I mean, they're going to be down below 30. They're going to be 30 below. I guarantee you. In which I'm actually going to look at that. I think there's a few models we can look at here that does support wind chill factors, which we'll bring this up to the northeast here, and we'll see real quick. So let's see here, wind chill. Here we go. This is what we want to look at. Holy cow! Y'all see that? Oh my gosh! -60 wind chills. Yeah, that's gonna be frostbite proven right there. Holy cow, that is absolutely freezing. That's another word for freezing. That's like extreme freezing, essentially. Look at that, -60. -60 wind chills. I'm just blown away by that. That is absolutely freaking cold across a lot of those areas. Holy cow. Let's see here. I got another zip code, 14057. All right, 14057 across portions here of New York. Okay, so yeah, you're probably going to get some cold temperatures tonight. This is for Eden, New York. We'll just call this Buffalo. I mean, you're right next to Buffalo. The weather would not be that much different than the Buffalo region. Now, just as a reference here, it looks like those wind chills are probably going to get around -11. Just FYI for you. But let's move over here to the official forecast. We'll see what's going on over here right now. So this is kind of what we're talking about, you know, here towards Buffalo. Actually, some pretty gusty winds. I'm just going to be straight up with you. Probably 25 to 35 mile-an-hour wind gusts could be possible nearby. Temperatures tonight, we're kind of talking pretty daggone cold. We're talking near zero. You know, near zero. Just a few degrees above zero is possible for tonight. Tomorrow, maximum temperatures will not break freezing. Will not break freezing. It'll actually remain freezing here for a while. So that's the thing. Then tomorrow night, getting not too much colder than tomorrow's high. But overall, I mean, with rainfall and all that stuff, we are seeing a bit of snow showers, towards the location. So it would not be possible, or it would not be impossible if we did see some snow pop up there. Snow accumulations, I mean, honestly, are up there. It's possible. We might be able to see a bit of accumulations here across western New York State. It's possible. Honestly, it is theoretically possible. So I'll watch out for that there. No ice, and like I said, the wind gusts 25, 35 miles an hour for you. And then, of course, for areas, like I said, we'll take a look here over at the reference of the NAM 3-kilometer model here. Like I said, obviously, with that going on, like I said, right here for, towards the Buffalo region, kind of looks like more snow showers could be possible for, like, the 5th. As a reference, remember, this is just a reference. Don't trust this to be exact. Oh, and I'm not even on the right screen. There we go. I've done that twice already. But look at that. So right there, you can see right there for, like, February 5th. You can see on the top right there. But it really shows, some of that snow moving through as a reference once again. But you can see a lot of these pop-up snow showers here. Essentially for tonight. The high pressure will be in place for most of the time. Most of the time being here. Let's see. So that was for you. Let's see here. I'm hunkered down with an electric blanket. Once we take a look here at 13617. All right. So 13617. 617. This is for portions of New York. Okay, so you're actually north of Buffalo. Holy cow, you're going to be getting very cold. I can already tell you that. Yeah, you're really up there. Holy cow. Okay, so you're basically northern New York, essentially. Yeah, you're basically right up there in northern New York. So, we were just looking at western, southwestern New York, and it was not looking as bad, but oh my gosh. Okay, so for you, I see why you have an electric blanket, because temperatures tonight is going to be kind of around the -20s. That's not wind chill. That's not, what it feels like. That's straight up the temperature. -20s. So, yeah, that's going to be very cold. So I see why you have an electric blanket. Honestly, I would highly advise it in this kind of weather. That's just crazy. Precipitation, not really expected to see much of anything. It would not be impossible. It would not be impossible for a flurry or two, but I don't think so. I don't really have my hopes up for it. Winds here, yeah, that's going to be adding to that wind chill, essentially. Like I said, we're probably going to be seeing here, around 20, 30 mile an hour winds here. But just as a reference, like I said, we took a look here at the wind chills tonight. Yeah, your wind chills are going to be around a -40. Around -40 degrees. That is just ridiculously cold. And I bet you're ready for the warm weather. Just looking at these temperatures make me cold, essentially. I mean, this just makes me cold thinking about it, which is horrible. Absolutely horrible. But anyways, like I said, that's kind of what we're seeing there. That is indeed what we are looking at. So overall, you guys, you're going to want to bundle up if you're across the Northeast tonight. I mean, it is going to be ridiculously cold here. Caden wants me to take a look here at a zip code. Was it 32132? 32132. This is across portions of Florida. Well, I can tell you this. There's not going to be any negative temperatures over here. This is south of Daytona. Now, like I said, we were actually looking at the models. There was a possibility we might be seeing a bit of thunderstorm activity down there. Let's see. We'll take a look back here towards Florida. Okay, so that's Daytona. It's northeast of. Okay, so they're kind of right around in here, essentially, right in there. Winds actually, are actually pretty gusty from what it looks like. Maybe around 20. Around 20 mile an hour winds, maybe 20, 30 could be possible. So pretty gusty winds. Tonight temperatures though, actually pretty. Temperatures actually tonight is actually looking pretty nice compared to some of those northeast regions there. But like I said, obviously we're seeing, potentially of the lower 50s, which is just absolutely nice compared to some of these other areas. Precipitation, possibility. We could see maybe a little bit of rain. No ice, obviously. But like I said, those wind gusts are going to be pretty high. Let's see. Remarkably, Average Jane has donated $5. Thank you so much. Thank you for the donation, Remarkably. Greatly appreciated. Seriously, thank you so much for that. That's super nice of you. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. But like I said, definitely not as crazy as comparing to that. Once again, Remarkably, thank you seriously so much for the donation. That's super sweet of you. Super generous. Thank you. Seriously. From the bottom of my heart, means a lot to me. Thank you so much. But like I said, yeah, definitely not as crazy with those temperatures, across areas here towards eastern Florida. Which, like I said, obviously, that's just Florida for you, just kind of showing off. But like I said, eventually, give it a few months, guys, and we'll start getting nice temperatures across the north while they're absolutely sweating down there in Florida. I mean, seriously, Florida gets very hot during the summertime, and yeah, they're gonna be dealing with all that mess. But absolutely. Let's see here, Mark. What's up, Mark? Hope you're doing good. Weather Watcher as well. What's up? Hope you're doing good out there. Glad to have you. But like I was also talking about, down here in portions of Florida, before I forget, I'm going to change the scene. Like I said, there's a bit of thunderstorm activity. So first of all, we have this cold front that's moving through, right? You can see right there those thunderstorms firing off here. Possibility of those, going on there at the moment. But we see how we start to get that air, starts moving to the west. You see that? Look at all this stuff. It starts poking to the west as we move down in time. And according to that, it might just have enough lift to actually fire off some thunderstorms. Possibly there towards, like, southern, maybe central Florida. Could be possible. This is kind of for the 5th here. I'm just going to grab a sounding just to get an idea of what's happening. That's, that's actually, that's some energy. I mean, that's definitely thunderstorm producing. I bet that could definitely produce some thunderstorms with all that energy there. The winds, though, yeah, the winds essentially is nothing too crazy, especially at the lower levels. The winds aren't really showing anything crazy like tornadoes or anything like that. Nah, it'll just be your normal thunderstorms, going on there towards towards Florida. But look out for it. It's definitely possible here. And of course, the time I leave Florida, there has to be thunderstorms. That's just how it goes. I just came back from Florida like 5 days ago. Not long ago. I haven't even been here. I haven't even been in Kentucky a week, and they're already starting to get thunderstorms. Just tends how it goes. I swear to God, I am a repelling magnet. I guess you would call that. Essentially, wherever I go, I get the opposite weather. However, I will say, whenever I did come down to Florida, I had Hurricane Nicole. I was in Florida during Nicole, which was pretty cool. But anyways, but like I said, everybody, if you have any zip codes, let me know. I hear talking about pancake parties. Yeah, what's up with this pancake club that you guys have formed in the chat here? I was noticing that yesterday, or was it yesterday or the day before? I don't remember. It was here recently. You guys were talking about this. But anyways, like I said, once again, everybody, if you have a zip code, throw that down in chat. We'll be sure to talk about it. Now, for now being, I want to take a look here over at the overall, the GFS model. We're going to take a look at the long range models. GFS. We're going to take a look at the ECMWF. Just getting an idea of what in the long range we could be seeing. And yesterday's video we posted, essentially. Like I said, with what I was saying, essentially, like I said, with that, possible storms, it looks that's less and less likely here already, which is pretty crazy here. Which just goes to show you, I mean, you really can't trust the models, over 5 days out, because they become very, very, very untrustworthy, essentially. But let's go ahead and move over here really quickly. Let's see, Weather Watcher, I'll get to you here in a moment. But I just want to look at this here really briefly with you guys. So let's take a look at that here right now. So like I said, here's a GFS model. We have the high pressure through. Now this system still exists. Like I said, we were talking on our video here earlier yesterday. Like I said, we were watching this. We were talking, Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, upper state Michigan. Possibly could see a bit of snow here. Probably for like the 6th into the 7th, probably late 6th. Essentially. So that's possible. Now, as we track our way down further, there is still support of this little system firing off here, but it was a lot more well organized in the last models we looked at. Which obviously, like I said, this is for the 9th, so this is about 6 days out. So this is obviously in that zone where it's like, I don't really trust it too much. Now, there is a lot of precipitation that could still happen out of this. I mean, that's just what the American model has to say here. But let me compare it with let me compare it with the European here. So obviously we have once again that possible system that could drive through, not as crazy, according to the European model, as the GFS. However, the European model still holds on to the fact here of that system, maybe some winter precipitation involved with it, and that cold front still kind of kicking off there pretty strong. So it's still not out. It's still not out of the subject. I mean, it's possible later on next week. We might, in the later portions of next week, potentially, we might be able to see maybe some more storms for the southeast. That could be a possibility. It would not be surprising, with that warming trend we have. If this system was existent, it would not be surprising if we did get some of those, some of those thunderstorms firing off here. Because like I said, the warmer conditions across the south, plus all that moisture and all of that fun stuff, just really like I said, just really essentially, just allows for all that to happen there. Let's see, only go 3 days out. Yeah, I typically only go about 5 max. And like I said, that's if I see some heavy agreement. Sometimes, sometimes the models will pick up very far out. I've had an event play out 2 weeks in advance to what a model had to say. Now, that's not me saying that I look at the models. It's not saying that I would trust the models 2 weeks out, but I'm saying that there was a lot of support between, it was a couple years ago, between the American GFS and the ECMWF, and they were both continuously, without hesitation, saying the same thing over and over for 2 weeks straight, and it did happen. It did, which was pretty crazy. Anyways, Weather Watch, we'll get to your zip code here now. Sorry about that. Just get a little off topic there. So let's see, 28213, 28213 across portions here of North Carolina, right here. Oh, a little bit laggy, but it's right there towards Charlotte. So for Charlotte, North Carolina, got you covered here. So we're going to go ahead and switch on over here to the official forecasts regarding the Charlotte area. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. So like I said, since you are close to Charlotte, that's what we're going to be looking at. Anyway, so for the Charlotte region, tonight, temperatures are going to be pretty daggone cold. We're talking these temperatures here into the lower 20s. So I'm going to bundle up tonight. Definitely going to be pretty cold. Tomorrow, maximum temperature, we're talking, lower 40s. Still pretty chilly. Day after tomorrow, we'll be breaking freezing again here, kind of around the lower 30s. And then the day after that, we're talking, the lower 50s. So it is going to be warming up a bit, which is pretty cool. Now, precipitation, we're expected to be pretty dry. We just seen that little system that drove all that ice before a few days ago. That little disturbance across the southeast that was driving all that rain finally exited out, which is good, which is obviously really, really good. So that's not a concern. Any more rain, no snow, no ice. Like I said, obviously the main concern there is those temperatures. Pretty chilly tonight. Nothing too extreme, but lower 20s. That's still pretty cold. Also, the winds here could be gusting up. I'd say 15 to 25 miles an hour could be possible there. But anyways, that's that. That is what we are looking at there. Rudy says, "Happy Friday." What's up, Rudy? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Okay, Mark wants me to take a look here at Beckley, West Virginia. I can already tell you where that's at because I've been to Beckley. I actually have family in Beckley, which is pretty crazy. Well, Beckley is basically down here in southern West Virginia, essentially. Temperatures tonight for you, though. We're talking the mid to lower teens, definitely being possible here. Maximum temperature tomorrow being into the upper 30s, lower 40s, so watch out for that. Precipitation, once again, expected to be quite dry. We have high pressure building in, leading to some pretty overall good conditions here, essentially. Wind gusts, though, especially for those upper elevations, which Beckley, I think, is on kind of a slope, kind of near a valley, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, towards Beckley, we could still see some winds, maybe up to, like I said, usually, maybe 20 miles an hour could be possible, maybe locally higher wind gusts. Theoretically could happen, especially for those upper elevations. The upper elevations really feels the wind more than those lower elevations typically do. But yeah, that's for you. That's kind of what we're looking at there. Haley's asking, is there going to be any snow for Kansas City area anytime soon? So, like I said, as we mentioned before, there is that high pressure that's in place. Which, I can tell you this right now. Those winds are probably pretty gusty out there, Haley. Obviously those winds are going to be pretty strong. Tonight's temperatures really, they're cold, but they're not anything comparing to what we're seeing up north today. We're talking into, kind of the mid-upper 20s here. Tomorrow highs, actually pretty nice, mid-50s. Really not a bad day tomorrow. Tomorrow night, once again, kind of mid-upper 20s is expected here. Precipitation over the next 48 hours, we're not expecting anything. And that does include snow. So no snow, no rain, no nothing over the next 48 hours. But like I said, those wind gusts are going to be getting pretty strong there. An overall view, like I said, right there, that's where you're at there towards Kansas City. As a reference, remember, like I said, this is not something to go exactly off of. But this is just a reference from the NAM 3-kilometer model, basically just looking at what potentially could happen, what might pop up there. But we can see, even though we go far, basically 2-3 days out here, you can see it goes all the way from today being the 3rd to the 6th. Essentially, for most of the next 2 days, it basically shows that it's going to be relatively dry. So, once again, just proving the point there, I don't think we're going to see anything anytime soon. There's no snow on the table as of right now, at least in the short, mid-range. But like I said, really after 5 days, I don't trust the models. Unless I see some very serious agreement. Possibility of a system here for like the 8th and 9th, but once again, that's still several days out, though. But that would mostly keep south to you anyways, you know. Weather Watchers is pretty boring as usual for me. Thanks for the forecast. No problem. No problem at all. Anyways, but that is indeed what we are looking at. Like I said, once again, if you guys have any zip codes that you want me to take a look at here, like I said, there's a specific area you want me to look at here across the United States, like I said, let me know. Throw down a zip code. We'll go ahead and put this in here, and I'll show you guys the exact forecast in terms of what we can expect. We had a chapel in school, older kids. Just sit by. Wait. Kate and I have no idea what you're trying to say there. Oh no, we had chapel in school, and older kids, we had to sit by the little kids, and we were reading the Bible story, and it was Noah, okay, and the flood, and the kid said to me the flood was because people were foolish. What? Okay. Haley says, thank you, no problem, Haley. I'm just trying to wrap my head around what Caden said here. I have no idea what you said. Anyways, let's see here. Have I heard about the China spy balloon? Did he say balloon or balloon? Is it cyclone? I have not. I have not. I have a little watermark over the text and stuff like that. But no, I have not heard of that. Whatever that is. Anyways, by the way, I want to take to attention, y'all. So we have a live camera here in Dallas right above me. I'm pretty sure that's the moon right there. I'm pretty sure that's the moon. It's kind of hard to see, I know, but I think that's the moon there. Overall, it's really pretty there. That's in straight up, you know, central skyline Dallas, which is pretty crazy. Definitely really pretty out there. It looks like, you know, once again, very clear conditions. You know, with the with that high pressure that's in place as we're talking about. Like I said, overall, it's pretty good. So, actually, even on my here, I'm gonna bring this up here. Actually, on my weather station, I have, like I said, I have actually a pretty scientific weather station here. I have been recording the pressure. There you go. That is the pressure I've been recording here. So I'm actually gonna make this a little bit bigger. So, so you can see. So this was as of midnight last night, and this was as of 9 o'clock this morning. So basically 9-hour intervals. You see the pressure increases. It rapidly goes straight up, and it kind of levels off through the afternoon. So obviously, the pressure is increasing, which is, like I said, with an increased pressure, that usually means some pretty good conditions. So we have that high pressure system moving through. So that was actual observations here, like I said, from Louisville, near Louisville, from my station I have, which is pretty cool. Absolutely. But like I said, everybody, once again, if you have any specific area you want me to take a look at, then let me know. We'll be here for you. We're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center, guys, you know, just as a little bit of a, you know, if you have any questions about it, we're actually going to zoom into this here a little bit. Yeah, I'm actually going to change that thunderstorm risk. There's no marginal risk here right now, which let me go ahead and remove that. Change that to none, and we'll change the wind to none here as well. All right, there we go. Let's see. So let's see. The wind chills for northern Maine, -60, -65. Yeah, we actually looked at that. That is just ridiculous. A little thunderstorm threat here across southern Florida. Nothing crazy. Same thing for tomorrow. Day after, thunderstorms return. So basically just thunderstorms for the next few days across Florida. Nothing in the long range. I just wanted to bring this up in case anyone had any questions. Predictability too low, essentially. Meaning it's too early to tell if anything's going to happen. But once again, that's that. Anything you can offer us for Alaska? Software maybe only for the lower 48. Just curious. So, Proxy, there is a few things we can look. There is a few views we can look in Alaska. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Alaska. We can actually look at some of the conditions here in Alaska. Let me actually go ahead and zoom over here. So what are you specifically wanting to see in Alaska? You know, the temperatures, the overall view. Yeah, there's a GFS model. It kind of shows a low pressure system. Oh, yeah. Slamming right into coastal Alaska here for like February 6th. Late the 5th. Yeah, late 5th, early 6th. pretty strong low pressure system, you know, bringing a lot of snow potentially for those upper coastal regions. Which I believe that these, I really believe that these are pretty high mountaintops right on the coast of Alaska, if I'm not mistaken. But they could potentially see a lot of snow there. Let's see, proxy says temps, please. No problem, of course. So temperatures, lower dynamic. Oh, okay, thermodynamics. There we go. 2 meter temperatures here. Yeah, holy cow! Oh my gosh. Okay, so for the northern portions, negative 45 degrees, according to that. That is nuts. Yeah, so that's basically the temperatures over the next few days, essentially. Like I said, I really don't like to take this too far out. All right, there we go. So right from here, this is February 3rd, which is today. Now here's in the future. So we take our way here to the morning tomorrow. Negative 40s across the northern portions, you know, negative 10s to negative 20s towards the central portions. Now the southern is kind of, you know, not in the negatives, but still in the 20s, very, very cold. Holy cow, that's freaking cold. Alaska, I said, especially northern Alaska. How could you even do that? Like, seriously. Now that's got me wondering, does this program support it? Let's see, continental U.S., regional, maybe. Yeah, so there's Alaska right there, but it does not have a little thing. Maybe if I go to Canada, regional, let's see, or national. Continental? Interesting. Let's try GFS here. Canada, maybe? No, it only has Western Canada. I think the closest I can get to it is continental, which is probably the closest we can get. Wow, that to be that close to the Arctic Circle, yeah, that's pretty cold. That is some really cold stuff here. Yeah, there's Alaska right there, if y'all want to know. Alaska, very, very far away. But yeah, that low pressure system moving in through. Yeah, we're going to have this low pressure system really kick through the 5th and the 6th through Alaska. Very, very cold stuff, it looks like. Let's see, does the blend of models go out here? No, it does not. Well, darn. Proxy, that's the best I can do for you. Like I said, that's basically as far as the models will show me in Alaska. Let me see. The European model works too. Which, let me look at the temperatures for that. Still showing the negative 40s there. It's pretty crazy. Let's see here. No, yeah, this one also shows that low pressure system hitting there for like the late 5th to the 6th. It's gonna be pretty snowy, I'd imagine. You know, it's gonna get pretty snowy. I know that shows just rain, but there's no precipitation type on this model, unfortunately. Let's see, accumulated precipitation. Oh yeah, that's gonna bring several inches of precipitation for those areas along coastal Alaska. I mean, possibly. I mean, it kind of shows some areas maybe 3 inches or so, which, like I said, that would be in the form of snow, too, which they say for every inch of snow, or every inch of rain, they say for every inch of rain, there's 10 inches of snow, so that's about 3 inches of snow. So what is that, about 30 inches of snow there, possibly, for the mountaintops? Holy cow. Proc says, thanks, Andrew, much appreciated, no problem. How about Hawaii? So for Hawaii, I don't think that there's... Could be wrong. Let's see, there's Central Pacific. Oh, there's Hawaii right there. Let's see here. Oh, no temperatures, unfortunately. Let me see. Is there... They've got to have a closer one towards that. It doesn't look like they do, though. We have... yeah, I think Central Pacific is the closest one we can get to. So I think that's as far as we're going to get there, Proxy. Oh, wait, hold on. That's GFS. Or, yeah, that's ECMWF. So, obviously, with this, doesn't really show the temperatures. But, what it looks like... Oh, what the heck is that? That's really far down, though. That's 18th. That's No, don't trust that. But essentially, I mean, that's about all we can look at. No, let's see here. Lower dynamics. Yeah. There's, unfortunately, there's no way to look at the temperatures across those regions. I guess because the temperatures drastically changes. Drastically changes, over the, the elevations there, the tops of Hawaii, and the surface level, the sea level changes quite dramatically. Remarkably wants me to take a look at another zip code. All right, no problem. Take a look at that here right now. So we'll take a look at 04654. 04654. All right, this is for Maine. All right, this is for, what was that? Okay, I'm not even going to say that because I don't even know how to pronounce it. But anyways, far eastern, basically far eastern Maine. Oh, God, I can only imagine what they're going to see here. It's going to be brutal. It's definitely going to be brutal. I mean, that's without even looking. Holy cow. Okay, so here we go. So this is the winds, at least. Winds are looking 30, 40 mile an hour, which that's pretty crazy. Temperatures, holy cow, very cold. Negative 20s. That's just normal temperatures. Like I said, with the wind chill and stuff like that. Let's see. There is a wind chill index on my blend of models here. Let's see, tonight wind chills. Oh, yeah. Wind chills tonight, it's going to be in the negative 50s here. But towards that region, we're talking negative 40s. So, pretty crazy. I bet Maine is beautiful in July. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the temperatures actually aren't bad in July. It's actually quite nice there in Maine. But, yeah, very, very cold temperatures. Precipitation, maybe. Maybe a bit of coastal precipitation possible, but I wouldn't expect much. But those wind gusts. Yeah, it's mostly the temperatures and the winds there. That's the main concern. It's the temperatures and the wind gusts that we're kind of a little questionable about. Proxy says, thanks for the effort, Andrew. You're the best. You're the best, Proxy, and no problem. Like I said, if there's anything we can do for you like that, hey, let us know. I mean, is there any other areas you want me to look at? I said, feel free. I really don't mind doing this. I mean, it's actually kind of cool, honestly. Let's see. Let's actually see where this can take us. I know there's some models. There is some views that could take me like across different parts of the country or different parts of the world. Like we look at Northern Africa, which is interesting. But like I said, this is a GFS model. This is just one model alone, so. Let's see. Can we look at Russia? I don't think we can really look at much of Russia. We have Asia. That covers a lot of Russia, though. Yeah, there's like Europe over there. Yeah, this covers most of Russia. Interesting. Very, very interesting here. Australia, we got what? Oh, is that a cyclone? It looks like we're about to. Oh yeah, that looks pretty nasty. There's a little cyclone right there popping up for like February 7th. Interesting. I guess yeah. I mean, it is hurricane season down there because, like I said, Southern Hemisphere right now is actually summer, because you have winter up north, summer down south. They're always in the opposite season because the Earth's tilt. Obviously, the Earth tilt changes the seasons. And so we, in the Northern Hemisphere, all of us in the Northern Hemisphere, we're facing away from the sun. So essentially we get less direct sunlight, and basically everything's a lot cooler, and that's why we have winter, basically. And then the opposite, they're close towards the sun. The sun is more directly, piercing them in the Southern Hemisphere, so they get more warmer temperatures, which they're in the summertime. It's really cool. It's really weird how that happens. Like the northern part of the world is winter, and the southern part of the world is summer right now. Just crazy. Just really crazy. But anyways, my friends, well, I tell you what. Once again, we're just going to give a little final thing. If y'all have any area you want me to look at, now is your time to let me know. Because like I said, we've been live here for about an hour. And like I said, if there's any other areas you want me to look at, let me know. And if not, then I think we'll call it a night here for tonight. What do y'all think? And then tomorrow, I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow on the channel. Like I said, there's really nothing interesting going on right now. At least not for the next few days. So tomorrow, I'm not going to say that we're going to take a break tomorrow. I'm not going to say we're not going to do anything tomorrow, which we probably will. We'll just see. I'll just take it as tomorrow comes. We'll just see what we do on the channel. Like I said. How's my mom doing, says Haley? Pretty good. She's doing good. Yep. But once again, I do have to give a big thank you to, obviously, Proxy for 2 tips and all the memberships. Proxy literally donated $80 to us today, plus with those memberships. Absolutely crazy. So Proxy, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It's super, super nice of you. And also remarkably, Jane, you as well. Thank you seriously for the super chat as well. Like I said, it's not about the amount. Seriously, I really greatly appreciate all that you guys have done. Super, super greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Proxy says, thanks for everything, Andrew. It's been fun. No problem. No thank you, Proxy. Absolutely. I want to know what the weather is for this weekend into next Tuesday. For Maryland. So, for Maryland, you said from this weekend into Tuesday. So today's Friday. So, okay. I will show this here for you really quickly. We'll take a look here over towards the Mid-Atlantic. So there's Maryland. We'll take a look over here towards Maryland real quickly. So we have, like I said, there's Maryland right there. Good old Maryland. So here for tonight, yeah, high pressure is building in through the 6th here, which the 6th, I believe, will be Monday, if I'm not mistaken. So basically from now until Monday, it's going to be mostly clear for the most part. The only thing I'd be a little questionable about is those temperatures, because it's going to get pretty chilly there. I mean, look at that. Tonight, temps are probably going to get down into the lower teens. You know, definitely pretty crazy out there. So, but like I said, nothing compared to the Northeast. Holy cow, they're getting very cold. Like I said, those wind chills are in the negative 60s, negative 50s, and negative 60s. Mostly negative 50s, but there is some localized regions that get up into 60, which is just absolutely nuts. I mean, that's the type of weather that you throw up. You have a pot of boiling water and you throw it up. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of that before. That's the type of weather where you do that and it will instantly turn into snow, essentially, because it just instantly freezes. Boiling water, you throw it up, it just instantly freezes, which is just nuts. Really crazy. Really, really crazy. Huge thermodynamic transfer. It's just absolutely nuts. Anyways. But once again, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us. Well, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for tonight. Once again, like I said, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We'll figure all that stuff out. We'll, like I said, obviously we'll figure all that stuff out here for tomorrow and everything along that. But once again, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Once again, huge thank you goes to Proxy as well as Remarkably Average Jane. You guys absolutely rock. Thank you seriously so much for all of your support. You guys are the best. And like I said, if you're not already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Like I said, consider sharing this with your friends and family as well. It'd be greatly appreciated. And like I said, we'll be here for y'all. We always got you guys covered. We'll always be here. And make sure you guys are staying up to date on the latest info. We all got you. Let's see here. Yes, Andrew, I did one time. Wind chills were near negative 40. We had no school. It was so cool. Gotcha. Yeah, I can imagine why you didn't have school during that. Pretty crazy. Let's see. Very cool concept. Thank you, Andrew. I'm literally going to put the teapot on and toss some water. Do it. It's actually really cool. You should do it. But don't put yourself at risk. I would not recommend being outside more than 5 minutes, because then you're going to start getting frostbite. In that kind of weather, yes, you will get frostbite in as little as 5 minutes. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just absolutely nuts. It's just super, super cold. Super cold stuff. But, alright, my friends. Well, once again, thank every one of you all for joining us. You guys absolutely rock. Haley says, okay, thanks, Andrew, for going live tonight. Is it okay if you can be my brother? It's kind of a personal question, but sure, I can be your weather brother, I guess. But once again, everybody, thank you all so much. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And all right, Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for tonight, my friends. Like I said, we'll catch you all tomorrow. We'll be doing something tomorrow. Not sure exactly what yet, but we'll figure all that out whenever the time comes. Just for now, enjoy the cold temperatures out there, my friends. Definitely, like I said, definitely stay safe out there. It's going to be pretty cold. Pretty daggone cold. We'll do some more touch up tomorrow. Like I said, we'll probably do a live stream tomorrow at some point. We'll figure all that out though. But all right, my friends, thank you all so much for joining us. Stream is heading off here in 3 minutes, so you guys can say goodbye to your friends and families. And all right, thank you all so much for joining. Stay safe out there. Bundle up tonight. Love y'all. Stay safe. See you tomorrow.
When from 4 a.m. Sunday to 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time Monday. Impacts. Expect winter driving conditions. Additional details. A winter storm is forecast to bring snow to the Cascade and Blue Mountain passes with the heaviest snowfall currently anticipated between 4 a.m. Sunday and 4 a.m. Monday Pacific Standard Time. Expect lower accumulations of up to an inch along US 97 south of Bend. Slow down and use caution while traveling. The latest road conditions can be obtained by calling 511 or by visiting online at https://tripcheck.com for Oregon or https://wsdot.com/travel for Washington. This is NOAA Weather in Pendleton broadcasting from WWF 56 in Richland. The forecast for the Yakima Valley, including Sunnyside in Yakima, issued at 2:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Friday, February 3rd. For tonight, mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s to mid-30s. South wind 5 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts up to 30 miles per hour in the evening. For Saturday, cloudy. A 50% chance of rain in the afternoon. Highs in the mid to upper 40s. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour in the morning, becoming light. Rainfall amounts less than a tenth of an inch. For Saturday night, cloudy with a 50% chance of rain. Lows in the lower to mid-30s. Light wind. Rainfall amounts around a tenth of an inch. And for Sunday, cloudy with a 20% chance of rain. Highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Light wind. The forecast for the lower Columbia Basin, including Tri-Cities, Prosser, and Connell, issued at 2:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Friday, February 3rd. For tonight, mostly cloudy. A 20% chance of rain overnight. Lows in the lower to mid-30s. South wind 5 to 15 miles an hour. For Saturday, mostly cloudy. A 20% chance of rain in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. For Saturday night, cloudy with a 50% chance of rain. Lows in the mid to upper 30s. East wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Rainfall amounts around a tenth of an inch. And for Sunday, cloudy with a 50% chance of rain. Highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s.